Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on customer churn. Before we proceed any further, do note that we publish 3 marketing videos daily on YouTube. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's start with what is customer churn. Customer churn is the proportion of customers who discontinue using a firm's product or service over a time period. To define, customer churn is also called the churn rate or the rate of attrition. It is a rate at which customers stop buying from a firm. It is usually calculated in percentage. It is a proportion of service subscribers or product users who end their subscriptions in a time frame. Why is customer churn rate important? 5% growth in the number of consumers retained can increase a profit by 25%. A 67% increase in consumer spending is possible if they return to buying service or goods. This is because it is less costly to retain a customer than to get a new one. A high customer churn can dangerously damage profit. It can decrease growth. And finally, the customer churn can go up when consumers switch to a rival or when they simply unsubscribe. Moving on, how to measure customer churn rate? The formula is, customer churn can be found by dividing the total number of consumers lost over time by the number of consumers the firm had started the time frame with. We can assume this period to be a year long. Example, if you start your year with 1 million customers and end with 750,000 customers, your churn rate is 25% because you lost 25% of your customers. Total number of customers lost during a specific period. Moving on to customer churn rates by industry. A 20% churn rate is seen in credit card companies based in the United States. A 20 to 38% churn is seen in cellular carriers in Europe. And a 5 to 7% churn rate is found in companies that deal with software as a service. Moving on, causes of customer churn. If consumers aren't appropriately onboarded, there can be increase in customer churn. Next, if a firm is too transaction oriented and doesn't build relationships, then it could lose customers. Next, if a business's service products don't add value, then it might lose customers. Rivals selling for a lower price could cause customers to switch. Product diversity offered by rivals could also draw customers away. Product services whose quality isn't up to the mark could discourage customers. And finally, if brand loyalty isn't built, it could be challenging to retain customers. Moving on, the ways to reduce customer churn. First, attention should be paid to top customers. Many firms only incentivize customers who are leaving. It might be better to spend more on loyal customers. These consumers bring in profit. Second, understand the churn while it happens. Customers who are leaving should be analyzed. The firm should know why they are churning. Businesses should understand how a churn takes place. It should be studied when in a customer's or firm's lifetime a churn occurs. This information can be used to keep steps that prevent such churn from happening. Third, make customers feel that they are being taken care of. The firm should actively connect with consumers. It shouldn't wait for consumers to approach first. Consumers should be told what the firm's positive areas are. If they feel that their needs are being taken care of, they are bound to be loyal. Next, increase customer engagement. This is known as relationship marketing. Customers should have reasons to keep returning. They should know how products can be used on a daily basis. The firm's offers, services, products, etc. should be made part of the daily schedule. Fifth, the customer should be kept informed. There has to be top quality support along with educational materials. This contributes to reducing churn. These steps make customers more loyal. Product demos, video tutorials, webinars, and pre-training should be given. They should educate consumers and make them more comfortable. Sixth, incentivize customers. Incentivizing is a good strategy. Customers can be provided with special offers and discounts. These can be given to customers who are likely to churn. Next, complaints should be addressed. Complaints can help uncover larger problems that are not known to the firm. They are a lot like tips of the iceberg. 96% of unsatisfied customers don't complain. 91% of them end up churning and never to return. Next, always do more than what they expect you to do. That is about customer delightment. And finally, paying attention to what customers are saying. These might be comments on social media or feedback given to low-rung employees, which should be taken into consideration on weekly meetings with the employees. Now let's look at customer churn examples. The first being Netflix. According to Antenna data, Netflix churn rate in the US has been significantly lower than those of its streaming peers in recent months. From July 2018 to July 2020, Netflix churn has hovered between 2% and 3% for nearly the entire period. And for every month during those 2 years, its churn rate was lower than those of its rivals, including Disney+, Hulu, Starz, Showtime, HBO Now, and CBS All Access. At rival streaming services, churn rates range from 3% at Hulu between July 2018 and July 2019 to as high as 11% at Showtime in May 2020 following the series finale of Homeland. There was a similar spike in churn at HBO when Game of Thrones finished its run. The data underscores a key strength of Netflix. Its broad sense of content and the frequency with which new content arrives at the platform has kept subscribers hooked and eliminate the risk of a subscriber base going off a cliff once it retires a hit show, as happened recently to Showtime and HBO. That is being said, Netflix has seen some elevated churn from its subscribers who signed up for Disney+. Next example of Amazon. Amazon's customer retention is through the roof year over year. As of June 2019, Amazon Prime members in the US were estimated to be 105 million, which accounts for 82% of American households. Amazon Prime memberships have a 93% retention rate after the first year and 98% after 2 years. Not only that, Amazon's loyal Prime members spend annually an average of $1,400, more than twice as much as the average casual buyer who spends around $600. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on customer churn. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you have liked the video, do subscribe to our channel, where you will witness 3 new videos daily. Thank you and see you in the next video.